Yes, it's me again, but I'm a little hoarse. Sorry I sound like MTV's Nina Blackwood, but I don't know how far I can do this show. I just tried to do it, and my voice crapped out. So I'm starting again. Oh, it's hard. I went hoarse, screaming at my boss. I'm Italian. I lose it. Playoffs. I'm going to try and get through this, guys. Rumors are flying that Cliff Kingsbury from the Commanders is going to jump ship and go to Caleb Williams because he worked with him in college. But I don't think he's going to go anywhere. You know why? He's getting paid by Arizona and the Commanders. No, and you're not done yet, sweetie. You're not leaving. Got to get a Super Bowl. Shout out to Mike Evans. He tied Jerry Rice's 11 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons. Aaron Rodgers hits 500 TDs. He's really good at those personal accomplishments. Wild card weekend. Can the Commanders do it? Yes, they can. The last time they played them, they got walloped. But that's because it was Jaden's first pro game. And they really weren't good back then. They're not really good now either. But they've gotten a lot better, and they have a chance to win. You know, Tampa, they should win. They're home. Baker's good. They got Mike Evans. Godwin, really better team. But you know what? You never know what my team's going to do. That's the thing. I knew C.J. Stroud was going to come up big yesterday. He always plays good in the playoffs. You knew the Ravens were going to win. Yeah, they just killed them. Bills are going to beat the Broncos today. And Philly will beat the Pack. But that one thing is my Commanders. You never know what they're going to do. Gerard Mayo got fired, which I didn't even think he should have been hired. They're going after Mike Vrabel. See, they're listening to me. I knew that. He's good. Doug Peterson got fired. Spagnuolo interviewed with the Jets. I'd love him over my team for defense. Brady wants Belichick to coach the Raiders. Brady's one and done. He's not going to be a broadcaster next year. I told you he stinks. I'm not really good right now either. Derrick Henry, he's in that most rushing yards by a 30-plus-year-old. He got 186 at age 31. My guy, John Riggins, the Diesel, did it twice at age 33. One for 185 yards, one for 166 to the Jimmy Carter funeral. Oh, did you see Hillary smiling through the entire funeral? I don't know what she was so happy about, but I've never seen her smile so much. Very strange. Trump just sat there, his eyes barely open, kind of looked like a reptile. Melania, they didn't really converse or look at each other even. Trump made Obama crack up. That was the weirdest thing ever. I don't know if Obama was just being polite because he's got a lot of class or what. Trump shook hands with Pence. First he wants to hang him, then politics, man, I can't figure it out. But it was strange. The weirdest thing was watching Obama and him converse. I couldn't count the amount of relatives that were falling asleep at Jimmy Carter's funeral. I promise I won't fall asleep at your funeral if one of my sisters go before me. I never knew Jimmy Carter started the Department of Education, FEMA, and, of course, environmentally friendly regulations which Trump will dismantle. Trump is not ruling out taking over Greenland by force in the Panama Canal. He wants to make Canada part of the U.S., which Justin Trudeau said when hell freezes over. And he has stepped down, so I don't know what's going to happen. Facebook is eliminating fact checkers. So I'm going to put a picture of Trump in drag and say that's going on. Although it's hard for me to lie. And also, Amazon is giving Melania $40 million to do a documentary. Really? You need that much? You can't give your own people that work for you Christmas bonuses? I think this is what's wrong with the country. Trump posted on Truth Social, there's no water in the fire hydrants. No money in FEMA. This is what Joe Biden is leaving me. Thanks, Joe. So any kind of problem, he's gonna blame Joe Biden. He dared blame Gavin Newsom for the fires. He said Gavin diverted snow from falling into a certain area so we could save an endangered species of fish, which sounds like him. And saying he refused to sign the water restoration declaration, which doesn't exist, of course. Trump driveling on and on. He wants to rename the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America. Doesn't he sound like Lex Luthor to you? He wants to rename Greenland Trump land, probably. And rename the states, the United States, like some states after his ex-wives. He says electric heat makes you itchy. It does make me dry. But, I don't know. He's like worried about the faucets. I just tested my new faucet. I had the plumber here. It works. There's water coming out. I take a shower. There's no problem. I don't know why he has issues, but let me see. What else is going on? Oh, yeah. I learned a new word, shipping, from my niece. And it means that, like, if someone thinks you'd make a nice couple, this is what's generation? What's after Generation Z? That's her. Generation Alpha. Shipping. If you make a nice couple. It doesn't make sense to me. The U.S. ranks 68th in the world for penis size. I mean, why do we care about men? Cher legally has no last name. Who can do that besides Cher? Madonna, maybe. You have to go to court, prove that people know you by your first name. Yes, we all know Cher. And she said Johnny Carson never liked her. She never liked him either. He got her thrown out of a party, which is kind of funny. That was in her book, Cher the Memoir, Part 1. She seems like a very good interview. She seems honest. Let me go through this quick because I'm losing it, guys. Sorry. I didn't want to, like, not do the show because, I know people are like, please don't stop doing the show. And I'm trying. Let me just take a sip of water. Oh, boy. Name a symptom of this cold. I've got it. I can't eat. I'm burning. Burning on the roof of my mouth. Burning in my throat. It's disgusting. I can't breathe. I'm choking. 9 habits of bad friends. Everybody's had bad friends. Overly critical. Perhaps I've been too harsh. They're inconsistent. Warm one day to hate you the next. Overly generous. Why is that a problem? I don't care about that. This is according to psychologist Tara Whitmore. Refuse to apologize. You've had people that they're never wrong. Too stubborn, too prideful. Lack of empathy for someone's feelings. Low self-esteem. Constant need. Am I good? Am I good? I have that at work. Serial complainer. That's me. I'm a chronic complainer. Just ask my mother. I'm wondering if, like, she sees my caller ID and she's like, oh no, she's going to complain about at work. I'm always complaining. Notorious plan canceller. Ooh, I know people like that. Instability. Number 8, they're playing the victim, always being wronged. Don't take responsibility. And lack of empathy. It's like a sociopath. God, I'm lasting longer than the last time. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. PK screams out in therapy session. This is why I want a divorce. I don't want to be married to this woman. Erica's trying to get some men in her bedroom, and she's got some kind of gay designer trying to help her out. It looks like this season's villain is Sutton. Erica called her, she called a liar when Tom Girardi was, scamming people. She called Erica a liar. Then she went after Kyle, asking, what's wrong with your marriage? You're not wearing your wedding ring. You're not drinking. She said Dorit isn't mad at her, but she's mad at her own life. So I think she's the new Lisa Rinna. Garcelle admitted Oliver when he was a druggie. At his darkest, he used to be a drug addict. He was homeless. He tried to get in the house or into the shed or whatever. I don't know. And Garcelle didn't let him in. She practiced tough love. I can't talk. Tough love. Did you just hear that? That was like a scene from Basketball Diaries. Do you remember when Leo was banging on the door and Lorraine Bracco wouldn't let him in? And he was begging her and she wouldn't let him in? That's kind of sad. Okay, Bose, the new housewife, appears to be the psychologist. She listens, she observes. She says Sutton has another side of her that's calculating and mean. I think she has like a personality disorder. They were at the Viper Room for Pride for Erica's new song, Dominoes. Jennifer Tilly's so funny. She goes, I don't think it's going to win any awards for lyrics, but it's catchy. She is clearly the comedic relief for this season. The show ended with Dorit and Kyle screaming at each other, lunging across the table like animals. And because Kyle's in contact with PK, and Dorit is like very angry at everybody. She lashes out. To be continued. Denise Richards' husband, Aaron Vipers, was accused of fraud, refusing to pay back a cancer-stricken woman $63,000 for treatments. He says he can cure cancer at his wellness center. And I remember that. In like a few seasons ago, he said that some freaking machine he's got can cure cancer. He told her he'd refund her if the cancer came back. It did. He didn't refund her the money. Poor woman died. How can you live with yourself, really? That's a horrible thing to be wrong on. Oh, sorry, you're dead. I don't like that. I couldn't sleep next to a guy that was like that. No wonder she had sex with Brandy, allegedly. I don't want to get sued. Denise Richards was on Special Forces. She said her and her husband were driving in his truck. This has nothing to do with the show, but... And then they were shot at. She peed on the floor. She was on the floor and she peed. I mean, I don't know what I'd do if I got shot at. I kind of get it. A man was following her, hand on her mouth, grabbed her vajayjay, and dragged her. She froze. I'm like, can you imagine all this stuff they go through? Okay, one more thing, because I can't believe I'm making it this long. I'm telling you, I'm dying. If you want to become more physically beautiful as you age, get some moisturizer on your face. Look at me, I'm drying up. Damn heat. It says heat, electric heat. Oh, now I'm sounding like Trump. Yeah, neglecting your skin. Take off your makeup. Yeah, well, I do every night. Use sunscreen for your wrinkles. Stay out of the sun. Don't drink, don't smoke. Excessive exercise. What? That's bad? Over-exercise can lead to an imbalance in your hormones. Really, I didn't know this. Which affects your skin. Wow. And gives you chronic inflammation. Okay. Didn't know this. So you got to rest for a couple days. So let me just see. What else is going on? 3 obstacles. I don't know. What is this? I can't even see. Oh, for lasting love. Oh, my God. How not to let the honeymoon phase end. This is what my problem is. You have to date each other. Have new experiences, like go on a new bike trail or something. Reconnect daily. Stare at each other like goofy teens. Hold hands. Working too much. You can't work too much. You know what? Yeah, you got to have that balance. You know, how do you do that though? How do you have a job that you care about? And then, because women are very high maintenance. With men, you give them a blowjob, you watch sports, and you make them a sandwich. It's really not much. Also, having a controlling partner. Are you kidding me? This is what I pray for. Criticizing or blaming your partner, isolating your partner from friends. Oh, taking their shoes like Phil Spector. Excessive jealousy. See, I like jealous. I want my girlfriend to be jealous. A little bit, not crazy. I want her to let me to go out of the house. But I'm not good at making a decision. You guys know this. I'm like a squirrel caught in the middle of the road. What else? One more before I go. Oh, having a partner that doesn't care. Who the hell would do that? If they don't care about your feelings, no quality time, ignoring your partner's needs, taking them for granted. To me, that's the killer. Taking someone for granted is the worst thing you can do in a relationship. No sex. Yeah, that's not good. No sex. Partner doesn't treat your children good. Yeah, you gotta like the kids. Not spending time with them. Being abusive as a parent. Undermining the other parent's authority. There's another one. Prioritize. You got to adjust the schedule. Take some small trips. Go on vacations. Quality time over quantity. Craving more time in space away from your partner. Don't be like a stage 5 clinger. Own your time. Find joy in things you love to do. Set boundaries. You have to have more alone time. Okay, guys, I gotta go because I'm dying. But I'm sorry, it wasn't the greatest show, but like, I'm losing it. I gotta get my voice back. I got a home show next weekend. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Go Commanders. Love you guys. Bye-bye.